Hi people, welcome. Today is the 1st of December. Happy holidays and of the year 2023. We're picking up again on the scene. It seems like the truce ended, the pause, temporary pause of the genocide. Yeah, oh, come on, knock it off. And here's the good news. It's kind of a big talk, roughy-toughy bluff in a way, talking mean just to show that, they were right. Because look at this. Look what I have here. Just to share with you, I see. Here, the Israel plans wrath of God, quote unquote. Yeah, campaign to assassinate Hamas leaders across the world. And plans to assassinate Hamas bases in other countries. Right? There aren't any. There's no such thing. The heads of, it can't all be true. The heads of Egypt and Turkey both said, what? We have no accident. What? Hamas isn't some terrorist group. It's some little independent group like a freedom fighter, and who will help out a friend should you be attacking his religion. Yeah, it's all fraud. Even Israel got caught, admitted they killed their own concert goers to help build this and lied about there were no beheaded babies. No, none. Even Biden got caught lying about that. The White House had to walk it back. Well, he didn't see the pictures. So, there's holes in this. Whether Israel did the whole thing or part, doesn't matter, right? This thing about terrorists, Hamas people, having headquarters in the basement of the hospital. Great! Clear things out, go get them. Did you see them? They showcased the terror. No, there weren't any. So they blow up the hospital as the terrorists, and the 800 patients blow them up, and the 8,000 people sheltering in the hospitals, churches, schools. You promised they could shelter. 12 ambulances leaving with people dying in them and blew up the ambulances. Oh, yeah. God. Well, the good news is, hell, there's a sweetie pie underneath all these people. They're not bad. No, not really. Yeah, here, top official, Israel official reveals catastrophic plan for the rest of Gaza. The same fate awaits the entire enclave. Wow. Because the White House said, oh gosh, with our billions we're giving you, Bibi's quote, yeah. No, on Biden's quote, Biden, Bibi. Biden is saying, and the White House is saying, well, the billions that we've given you, over 156 billion, now another 100, the last 16 years is 156 billion, and now recently another 105 or 10 to give them for their invasion of Palestine and Ukraine together. Yeah. Biden says, you can't be. There's no red line. I mean, we really can't control what you do with the billions we give you because you're our partner. This is the only democracy after the genocide. They're calling, yeah, Biden says, gosh, they're calling me Genocide Joe. Oh, really? Well, yeah, 17,500 people you killed. His checkbook. He said, no, you can't, Israel, you can't go and do in South Gaza now as you've done in Northern Gaza. You killed 17,500 people, and homeless are 1.7 million Gaza people. There's no place for them to even stay down in South Gaza. Now you're saying they have to go north. They're giving them warnings or whatever. Yeah. Who's telling people to leave their own land? I saw this panel. It looked like Hannity, Hannity of the Fox type guys with their suits on. There's a desk and three of them behind there. Showed up. They're in their 40s and they got suits on. Real moderate, sane people. The neat kind of guys. Yeah. They look like Hannity Republican kinds, like I was for 100,000 years. Yeah. And one guy says, do you know how you can tell who's controlling your country? But someone is and who they are. And they said, no. He said, who are you not allowed to talk about? What are you not allowed to talk about? And the panelists said, the Israel lobby, quote unquote. Google them, not me. Just Google them. Yeah. Interesting, yeah. A while back, remember it said Israel gave the U.S. the finger. We got your billions in nukes, and we'll just keep extorting more. Yeah. All 193 nations did the disclosure of nukes, except Israel, the only one that wouldn't, huh? But I shared with you the fact is that's no different than me making noise about the wife, telling you how bad she is. I must lessen the importance of the wife. I must lessen the importance of the wife to make less important what I've done to her. It's human nature. Little Johnny runs outside and tells his plaintiffs what a jerk his mom is, right? Leaving out the part about got caught with the hands in the cookie jar, right? So when they find out about that, so what? Johnny's mother's an old jerk anyway, right? Unless they tell their moms, oh, it's human nature. We've all done it. It's just a larger scale. Yeah, 9/11, happened to you. Same bunch, same thing. Trump said recently, oh God, if I were Presidente, why all this goofy talk about things going on and World War III, I wouldn't be being discussed. And by the way, you are in one now on the way, Trump said. Oh my goodness, the realist, yeah. But on a pleasant note, no, they're going to cease the fire. It was just a little bluff. It had to be right out whining, like Teddy Roosevelt would say. Don't tell how bad things are without a solution. Otherwise, you're just whining. You're a whiner. Interesting. Yeah. Actually, you're stirring up people and turbulating them without a solution, making them worse. Yeah. Although getting people to confront is good. The good news is we talk to you till we're blue because I like Diddy, and he's straightening things out. Yeah. And a lot of times things are going on behind the scenes we don't hear about. They have that little start. They're talking about what they're going to do, but they aren't doing it. No, they're not. Why? Because they're good. That's who they are. I got nothing to say. All of them are good underneath. They're doing this where it's wrong. Oh, bad, ugly, crazy, right? But the catch is, it's always the secondary. The wrong, the action is always a secondary postulate, declare about, for, toward, something will, a postulate supposed to say, I'll do, right? It's an artificiality. It's a solution thought to be, all right, a little crazy at times, yeah. The guy gets mad and beats his wife. She drives him to it, or he's that way, whatever, right? The hockey player just got suspended, right? A top one. Corey was his last name. With, who was he with? What team? With the Blackhawks, the key guy, but he got caught roughing up his wife, so they cut him. They cut his contract. That's it. You see? He's a super good player and a super good guy, and he just had too much to drink, got on the line, he was pushed up. Whatever the details are, you can't do it, all right? That's what you're seeing going on. Yeah. The gimmick is Musk got caught telling the truth. And this anti-Semitism is the biggest fraud ever put out that harms Jews. These people aren't protesting. These Jewish leaders, my God, in Florida, in the U.S., the Jewish leaders, the humans with a heart, soul, are leading the charge of, hey, these protests politely say, help the Palestinians, and they're called terrorists? No, they're called self-hating Jews? No. Terrorists, really? No. Anti-ethnic genocide isn't anti-Semite, it's anti-ethnic genocide. Okay? It's over, guys. I know I'm telling the same story again. I mean, it's the generality, and it sounds like I'm being nicey poo and all that. No. You know for a fact that people doing wrongs weren't doing them before they were. Yeah. No, that's the good news. You can get it. Nudge them to go back. Don't have them become good people. No, that's insane. Why? Because they are. You know what's wrong with them? Same thing that's wrong with you and me. Nothing. Beings aren't things. Rights and wrongs are things. So are cars and trees and yippee, They're doing some darn bad wrongs. Oh, I get upset. Yeah. Anyway, we just thought to let you know, checking in. It's Friday, guys, repeating the same thing to let you know it's not going to happen. The big ugly that I just read to makes you think so. Oh, God, no. The officials say, oh, God, a catastrophic plan for the rest of Gaza. No, they're not. Because Biden doesn't want to die, which he will. The storm, they'll burn the White House, appropriately do all those things. Hey, the British came over and burned the White House because they didn't like Americans leaving England because Americans didn't like the taxation, okay? Someone burned the White House, right? A plane was on the way flying, and the 9/11 thing, the last plane had missed the White House. It was brought down by the passengers 18 to 20 minutes before nailing the White House. Let me tell you, that's all chicken feed. That's just 9/11. 9/11 was a micro down payment, people. 4 buildings in Manhattan took out, a fourth of the Pentagon, that fortress, right? And on the way to the White House, right? Yeah, that's a micro down payment. This is a real deal. Trump is correct. You got 9/11. You got World War III, people. You've finally pushed Russia, who wasn't doing anything, and China, all just lying about those people, right? Lying. Oh, they've had wrongs, and they have wrongs doing about inside their countries and doing things like us, yeah. But the fact is, no. We're all doing pretty good in a way. Yeah, we are. And Bibi and those guys, they took over that area because Egypt and England, Egypt and the United Kingdom gave it to the Jews they said, quote, to solve the Jew problem, unquote. What's the Jew problem? Huh? Some people that were Jews but messing up. It ain't a Jew problem. No priest ever molested a child. That's fraud. No, a molester molested a child. Priests over there are good guys. I'm not a Catholic. Those are damn good guys, but they didn't handle it. Yeah. Castro, my God, look at that. If you spoke just even politely but effectively about communism, he had you killed. But he's a Cuban and a Catholic like most. No, he's not a Cuban or a Catholic. He's a guy that killed people. Yeah, real nice. Yeah, Hitler. Yeah. Oh, he's a nice guy. Oh, yeah, killed what, 6 million was it Jews, and also 6 million Catholics, by the way. Yeah. His name is Schicklgruber. He was a Jew. Oh, quit denying he's a Jew. He's a house painter. No, he wasn't a Jew. He's a guy that killed people. Jews, Catholics, anybody that wouldn't agree. And I like what Hubbard said, my favorite writer here. He says, Hubbard, he says Hitler pointed out Hitler had it made, and then he had to pick a fight, so you lose because people are others are also anti-self, trying to lose. They don't want help. Bibi's not there. We haven't had to get strong yet. As you hear that some people do, and say, "Hey, that's it, no more, you're done." No. If it weren't for Hubbard, I'd be trying to do something like that, like a lot of you, and correctly so. That's what say. Hey, knock it off. Hey, you. Well, the protesters, bless them, are doing it. The globe is closing in on Biden. There's demonstrations of tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands, on and more. They came to the White House. They came back again. They shake the black fence, and they put red paint on the columns there with their handprints, like blood. And then they lie down. Those people are lying down, like tens or dozens, how many, 100 doing it? Lying down with sheets over them. That's reality. We murdered 17,500, wounded close to 30,000, 2,700 missing, right? Families digging through rubble by hand for body parts, for their loved ones. Just saw a picture of all these kids with their feet hanging out and their arms and their behinds hanging out underneath this caved-in concrete thing. It's just terrible. It's terrible, this whole concrete caved-in thing. It's awful. It's truly awful. It's for real. Yeah. And all you're hearing, because they, the doers of this, are controlling me, to say, oh, the hostage this, Israel hostage that, and oh, Hamas said this, and oh, no, that's all crap. Just like they got caught killing, the Israel people admitted they they actually murdered their own concert goers. It's right there. Look it up. Check it out. Yeah, it's right there. It shows the back end of that SUV all blown up. Yeah, it's real. Look at it, guys. It's for real. Yep. You have it for real. Yes, you do. Yep. So there you go. Just thought I'd let you know. Yep. It's really a good day in the neighborhood. Yep. So people, that's it. It's not going to happen. It's a lot of bluff and huff. We're only hearing, and I fall for it too, for the media telling me, oh God, look at this. Look at this thing. Thanks to Hubbard, who tells me, don't fight it. No. He says, when there are things that are up and running and wrong and not okay, one, he says, don't combat them. You become turbulated, enraged. Number two, don't try and stop them. You lose, so they have to have a game. Oh, please. Order number 3 is so genius. Give them a better problem, comma, and your problem can be a sane problem, comma, and pulling their attention off of the insanities, unquote. Hubbard, thank you. Yeah, not that you can't beat them by fighting, but now you're into a lower octave of physically trying to outbomb this guy or outbomb that guy. Not that we're afraid. I'm a Marine. I'm not afraid of anything, okay? No, I'm not a body. I can get a new body, right? How selfish. But all of you trapped in bodies don't know that. These beautiful people, 17,500. They interviewed these people. What do you think about the so-called Israel people that were held hostage and released? About how they were treated and this and that. I see. What do you think about the 17,500 murdered Palestinians? It's over. Okay, guys. A little Saturday closing off. I didn't let you know. All right. We'll be back soon enough. Again, my message to you today is thank God that I'm only reminded of the fact that You can communicate with people. Like this thing about the example, it's crazy, but don't blame me. You probably say yes. I asked you, have you ever thought of someone and the phone rang? Woo! See, you got to the being. You as a being, a not thing, got another not thing, a being, to get a thing. His body to call the phone, to call the phone. Gee, that's a lot of crap control. No, that's called life. You think, the light thought. Yeah. You can't, but you can't. You realize you can't just say, it's happened to you, right? Versus if you say, hey, Joe will call now, he won't. That's an effort dropping down a lower octave. He might, but why Dylan might? When you just had a light thought, he'll call. It happens all the time to you, things. And you get so used to it, you don't realize you're doing it. Yes, you are doing it. You're great, fab. So guys, that's about it, okay? So you can get to Bibby, you can get and remind him he's a good guy. You can't make him a good guy. He is, all beings are basically good. Originally, how could it be bad before he decided to be? Why? Feel guilty about something you haven't done. We're kind of speeding up here to wrap it up. It's Friday, right? But we're more concerned. We're starting late. It's about 4 something, maybe going on 5 o'clock now. East Coast time in the U.S. That's what, 5 or 7 hours later over there. I don't know. England's 5 hours. I think in the Middle East it's probably another 3 or 4. Whatever. They're not going to continue thinking. Biden, he's trying. Joe Biden is trying. He's the guy that got you out of Afghanistan. What? That's bigger than this. 20 years, $2 trillion, millions murdered, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. Give me a break. He pulled you out. Boy, there's no political there. That isn't political incorrect. It's political suicide. His own people jumped ugly, and so did the warmonger Hannity people on Fox News. They both said, oh, Biden's got blood in his hands now, right? So that we can't have more on ours? Come on. Joe Biden. Mr. Joe Biden. He could use your help. Come on, he can use your help. Yeah, this is really great. He can use your help. You can get to them as a being and get to Bibby. They're good guys. I don't know. I didn't say their behavior. I mean, mine with my wife. I'm sorry, I didn't say their behavior is good. No, but you can get to me. I'm sorry, get to them. You've done it a ton of times. You can think something, your dog will look at you. You can have a thought, he can tell what you're thinking. So can your horse. Yeah. The wife, she'll suddenly look at you. You're thinking about her. The kids. See? You as a being. I know we're used to thinking we're bodies that go 100 knots in wood. I like what Hubbard had said. That boy said, Hubbard, this guy here said, whether you like it or not, you can't die. Just grab another one. Well, why go through it? Why kill all these people? I saw this picture of all the rubble. You know, over half the buildings in Gaza are blown apart in the first 2 weeks. They're gone. From north to south, 22 miles of buildings, apartment buildings, houses, churches, schools, all that blown up. In rubble, piles, whole areas, little towns along the way, that blown up. Yeah, showed the concrete floor down, and all the legs of the little kids sticking out. They're all dead, you know. And you see the legs sticking out, the whole leg, and their arms a little bit. And some of the one little girl they pulled up, they show you. She will write her ID, who she is on her arm or her leg. So not it, but when she's killed, she doesn't have to go to a mass grave. She can go to find her parts. She'll go to one for her, a funeral service for her. Shows the dad 2 plastic bags carrying them. Those see-through type plastic bags with body parts for his girls. They don't weigh as much because all the fluids are out, I suppose. And he's hoping they're his girls. Yeah. One guy was scraping around finding body parts, picking them out. He wanted to have a funeral for his daughter, but he didn't have a body part. He's trying to get them fat. Yeah. No, there's no end to the truth they can show. Stretching out all these people out of the hospital you bombed. Yeah, saying, Palestinians bombed their own hospital. Yeah, their terror group. What terror group? They bombed their own hospital. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, it was one of their missiles misfired with the hospital, and the other hospital, all the hospitals and the schools. Yeah, and the refugee camp. Yeah, they're all misfired. Yeah, yeah. No, Israel isn't bombing. They didn't do 400 air raids with 6,000 bombs. No. Palestine did that and killed 17,000 of its people. Wounded close to 30,000. Yeah, 2,700 missing. Yeah. Families going through the rubble. The directors of the hospital are saying, go interview. There are no people in our basement. We never have that. There were. They throw them out. Yeah, cut off all their electricity and food, water, medicine now, and fuel. You see, they're shut down, cut down their phones, the internet. And Musk went over to help and said, here, I'll donate some. And he's started, the media is saying he caved in to the Israel people saying they will control who gets the internet service. No, they aren't controlling anything. No, me and Bibby get along good. See, they do. They met before. They don't hate each other. Secret sauce. The old story about hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. How about the two brothers that have gone apart, asunder? A-S-U-N-D, two brothers asunder, meaning apart. Hell hath no fury. Yeah. All these people, not to be biblically or Bible-like or nicey. No, the people are like brothers. They weren't enemies. They're all friends. Before, acquaintances and neighbors. No, they don't hate each other. Bette Midler said it so well, this precious singer. She's the song From a Distance. You look like my friend, even though we are at war and about the bombs can't comprehend. God is watching it from the distance. She knew, not me. She knew. What a wonderful thing. Love that. Yep. Just wonderful. All right, we'll be back, people. So I just want to let you know it's not going to be with the huff and the puffer saying, oh, it'll be a what? What's the word? Wrath of God campaign to assassinate enemies you don't have. No, we've all done it. Start looking at people. Enemies for the fancy protection of the suppressor. I think people are enemies. Hamas. The word is, of course, it's obvious now. They don't care about Hamas. They're just trying to steal Gaza. Yeah. They're telling these people they can go back home to the north. Where? There's no buildings. They couldn't get there anyway. They had no food, no water, no place to shelter. They can't go south. Yes, a million of the 2.3 million in Gaza leave now. 24 hours. March. Go south. They don't have enough food or water. They're a week before. 75 years of cutting out. They're capturing them and limiting their food and water, medicine, and fuel already. Now cut it all out. They can walk. No, they'll just die in place in dignity. They said, yeah. Giving a little review. Yeah. No, that's over. This is over. They did their thing. It's pretty bad. We see 1 million people. We see over 1 million people in some of these migrations. And then down in East Africa, over 1 million have been killed because a country was weak. By who? A dictator moves in and these two groups fight. The new group and the old, and 1 million people are dead. So it isn't just here, and under Israel or the U.S., unless we were the ones that invaded, did the regime change to get their oil. So it's the past is the past. The good news is I think it sort of signals that things sort of had to get to this point. I'm sorry, but it's over. It's over now. So again, we kind of turned up the speed of the words, the pace of talk, but that's okay. The good news is those things we're being told, review. Oh, they plan a Wrath of God campaign. It'll be the same fate awaits the rest of God. Really, on our buildings? Biden has said no. Help him. Get to him. Communicate as a being, protest, do all those things, but it's not, and you have done that. Globally, the walls are closing in. Oh my God, yeah. And he's only seen the beginning. He won't be able to go anywhere. No. For the truth of the lie. It's all a lie. And what abuse to Jews? The uptick in anti-Semitism? No. It ain't anti-Semitism. It's anti-genocide. 17,500. You, me, we, they, us allowed our billions to do. And Biden's screwed. He got a little too deep into this relationship. It's all good, guys. It's coming out. Sorry about the past. We're going to pick it up. Thank God those beings can't die. They lost their bodies like in a plane crash. Only there was no evil in the plane crash. There's evil, but it's better. Okay, we'll finally sign up. Okay. Have a good weekend, people. We'll be back again. Again, our point here today, thanks for listening, there will be no same fate. That's admitting evil. Same fate, but murdering 17,000 more people? They're just saying they won't do the same thing. They just admitted they did it. Yeah. The plan the wrath of God. No, the only wrath of God is going on right now. It's called the wrath of the globe, guys, and you aren't going to be around. Either you're going to be blown up as a nation, Israel, and the U.S., yeah, don't push it, or nah, you didn't want that, so you gave in to the game of driving people correctly to do that. Yeah, correctly. They don't believe in you killing humans. It's correct that they don't believe in that. There's no anti-Semitism. That's the biggest fraud in the world that harms Jews. This stuff isn't anti-Semitism. It's called anti-genocide. Get it? Yeah, the truth came out. Saving the Jews, thank God. And Musk helped a great deal. The squad, they're actually helping. They're the ones you natter about calling the squad. AOC, Rashid, and all these people, they're doing more to help the Jews. They're not speaking against Jews. They're talking against this evil. They're protesters in America. This this governor of Florida got a law passed in the U.S. You are not allowed to demonstrate in schools or anywhere to help Palestine because you're giving material support to terrorists called Hamas. Really? What crap. And they arrest people. You're a felon. Guess what? That's a lot of talk. They're still doing it. The X factor is multiplying. Yeah, there will be no more of this because they're going to give in and say sorry. Okay, sorry, I messed up with the wife. We are like a marriage. They messed up with us, getting us 9/11 for what they were doing. Right? Yeah. 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 Interesting. It's over, guys. We'll talk to you soon.